Hey, it's Sam here, and this is the Royal Kludge M75. It's a 75% tri-mode keyboard that is priced around $100 on Amazon but can be found at a cheaper price in the Asia region. So here is what's included in the box. There's the user manual that comes in 3 languages, a Type-C to C charging cable with a Type-A adapter at the end, a 2-in-1 switch and keycap puller, 4 extra switches, and a hard plastic cover for the keyboard. The keyboard is mostly plastic, but because of all of the components inside, it is slightly heavy, weighing around 930 grams or just around 2 pounds. From the top, you can see the 75% exploded layout, and it does have a knob on the top right and a screen above the arrow keys. The knob is removable if you're wondering, and any 6mm knob should fit here with no problems. You hold the knob to turn the keyboard on and off, and once it's on, you can control the volume of the computer and also navigate the screen here, as you can see. As for the screen, it shows the battery percentage, the connection mode, whether it's in Windows or Mac layout, and the volume of the computer. Here is the side profile of the keyboard. It comes with cherry profile keycaps, and the height can be adjusted with the feet on the bottom. And here is how the other side with the knob looks. On the front, there is a Royal Kludge logo on the right. On the back, there is a magnetic slot for the 2.4 GHz USB wireless dongle, and a Type-C pass-through port for your devices next to the Type-C connection port for the keyboard. On the bottom, there is 4 rubber feet, 2 height adjustable feet, and the details of the keyboard in the middle. For the software, the Royal Kludge M75 supports the Royal Kludge keyboard driver. In here, you can have different profiles for the keyboard, remap all of the keys and function layers, create macros and import them in here, and access and configure all of the RGB lighting effects for the keyboard. Here is how the per key RGB on the keyboard looks, and I'm just cycling in between some of the RGB effects here, and as you can see, the colors are bright and saturated. So the keycaps are cherry profile double shot PBT with the functions printed on the front. The legends appear to be sharp, and the color of the PBT looks nice too. The thickness is decent as well, coming in at just 1.3mm, and honestly they feel great and you can't go wrong with cherry profile keycaps. The switches here are the RK Viridian switch. It's a 5-pin linear switch with an operating force of 40 grams. It's more of a muted switch and is also spoofed out of the box as it comes factory loop. The PCB is 5-pin hot swap in a south-facing layout, so most switches will fit and there is no interference with cherry profile keycaps. The stabilizers on the keyboard are plate mounted and they come looped and tuned already. There is also 2 foam pieces at the spacebar to help with the sound. They don't rattle when in use, so no complaints here. Alright, now let's move on to the teardown to access the components inside. The case is held together with clips, and I'm just using some plastic pry tools to get it open. With all of the clips open, there's a cable for the knob that needs to be disconnected, followed by 2 more cables under the PCB for the daughter board and the battery. The top case houses the knob and the cover for the screen, as well as all of the clips that hold the case together. In the bottom part of the case, there's a thin piece of foam and a thick piece of sound dampening silicone to fill out the hollowness here. And there's also the 3750 mAh battery next to the daughter board here as well. In between the plate and PCB, there is a piece of PET insulation film and a pre-cut plate silicone for the switches. The polycarbonate plate and the PCB here both have flex cuts, and when combined with the silicone gaskets on the sides, which looks like this, they come together to provide a soft typing experience with quite a lot of flex during use. But don't worry, it's not too much, it doesn't feel unstable at all and actually feels pretty good for gaming and typing. Okay, that was all of the components of the RK M75, and I must say there is a lot included. But without waiting anymore, here is the typing sound test. So here are my final thoughts on the RK M75. It's a good keyboard and it comes with all of the mods and features you expect from a keyboard at this price. The keyboard has a more muted and clean sound signature too, which is perfect for office and personal use. The only downside I see is that there are better boards with an aluminum case at this price point. But with that being said, I think it's still a great addition to the very competitive 75% keyboard market now. So if you're interested in the RK M75, it will be available in the description below. And that does it for this video. Thanks to RK for the keyboard and thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, and remember to subscribe if you haven't. See you in the next one.